Hey everyone, so today, this is a video I promised a while back, but it's time. The time has come. I picked out a container of very, very, very nice rocks, and we're gonna cut them. Hopefully all of them. Depends on how much time I have. See, we're getting ready for a trip to Florida, and I need to have videos to post while I'm away. So this is a good one to have, because I can film while I'm working in the background and other stuff. But oh my gosh, I selected some of our nice rocks. So it's gonna be a good one. Like, I already know that this is gonna be significant. Let me show you. Big container of really, really good stuff. So let me get them out. And I had to back up super far, and they're still not all in frame. So we have 3 Jaspers, 4 agatized wood, and 5 Montana agate. So we've got this gorgeous red jasper, this gorgeous jasp agate with some beautiful chalcedony pockets with druzy. That one I'm really excited to see inside of. And you may remember this one from a somewhat recent video. This is a really nice plume, so I'm excited to see that one. And we got this super nice piece of agatized wood that is very, very silicified. This one, which kind of like a trifecta. This is a piece of agatized wood with jasper seams and Montana agate in it, so that's really exciting. Plus, look at that druzy. That's gonna be so nice. This, which is like extremely agatized wood, highly silicified, and then this one right here, which again, noticing the trend. Very, 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 very silicified. And for agates, we've got this one, which I honestly don't know what to expect from this one. Kind of a weird one. Just thought we'd do it just because why not? This one, which has some good bots, and there's some nice moss up inside there. Same with this one. I think this is gonna have some good bands. Then we have this one, which I found a long time ago, which I'm really excited to get into because look how deep that pocket is filled with druzy. Really, really fine banding, so that one's gonna be interesting. And then this one, which was our first chunk of the year, which I am really excited to cut open because yeah, I held this one off specifically for this video. So I think because we have 3 jaspers, 4 petrified wood, and 5 agates, we should probably start with an agate. Specifically, I think I'm gonna start with this one. And I'm trying to figure out the best way to cut this. I'm gonna cut it this way. Yeah, I think I might cut it this way. We'll see what we get. Not sure. Ooh, actually, I see a quartz pocket. We might try to do it this way. All right, first agate is done, and it is super nice, actually. Really nice bands in there. I might cut this deeper later, because it looks like we're starting to open up into a quartz pocket, and that is exciting because this one actually does minorly have a little bit of iris, which usually gets better the closer to the center you get. Trying to find, it was really, really good on the outside. Yeah, see, that cloudy pocket will be iris once it's polished. And there are little fine bands of irisy stuff going on throughout the rest of it, but yeah, there you go. It'll have to get polished before the color will show, but I'm thinking the deeper we get into that rock, it might get better. So I am gonna cut that one deeper at a later date. I think we're gonna do this one next. This is one of the pieces of petrified wood, and I think I'm gonna come in just like that and get end grain pieces. All right, that thing is flipping gorgeous. Check this out. The grain is just so fine. It's like, well, a little bit. Kind of hard to see on the camera. Actually, I cut one thinner. That one shows. Yeah, that is so cool. Fortunately, it's such fine detail, A, and B, it's so monotone in color that the camera's kind of having a hard time picking up all the detail, but that is so freaking pretty. Highly, highly silicified. This is certainly wood that solicits. Oh, it's so pretty. Love the zigzag grain in there. That's awesome. Oh, sweet. I would call that one a success. I think next we're gonna do this jasper right here. It's super, super red, so I'm expecting lots of red in these slabs. I don't really see a whole lot else. It's just very red, and I like red. This right here is exactly why I love jaspers from Montana. On the outside, it's like, yeah, it's just a red rock, and then you look at the spots that have been cut. There's like all this plumy stuff in there, all sorts of different wavy, different colors of red, and those are gonna make some beautiful cabs. I'm very happy about that. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, so we're gonna do this one next, I believe. This is that agate that I don't know what to expect from this one. It actually might be more of a milk agate, because some of it doesn't look super great, but then there's other spots that have like really nice moss poking through, so I actually don't know what to expect. I'll cut the heel off. If it's looking promising, we'll keep going. If not, we'll just move on to the next one. So, the question is it a milk agate or is it a normal Montana agate? The answer to that question is yes. It is a milky dendritic moss agate. Super mossy, actually. That's going to make some really nice cabs, but it's also just, I don't know, it's dendritic chalcedony, it's not an agate. There is no banding whatsoever, but there is some fantastic moss in here. So it's not a total wash. It's not a Montana agate, but it is still going to produce some really nice cabs. Beautiful mossy. Not too upset about that one. Okay, so we're going to do another piece of petrified wood next. I think I'm going to do this one. I think I am. He said with little confidence. One sec. Let me take a closer look at it. Alright, I think I've changed my mind, actually. I want to cut it, but it's shaped in a way where there's not really any really good way to cut it to get the best of all aspects. This is kind of just better left a specimen, because you got all the jaspery bits and the agate pockets, but then on this edge, there really isn't a whole lot of that, which is where I'd want to cut more than likely. And then the closer you get to that pocket, there's this huge slant, so your slabs aren't going to be getting bigger, they're actually going to be getting less stable. Could do it this way, but same thing, once you hit this edge right here, it's kind of meh. So I think this is going to remain a specimen. I don't think I'm going to cut this one, which means I will go select a different one. Alright, we're actually going to cut this one next. Been sitting on this one for a long time, and I am expecting greatness from this thing. It is covered, not covered, I guess filled with agate. This is a brecciated piece of agatized wood, and there is some actually like really nice pockets of agate in there. So yeah, I think the time has come to cut this one. I'm excited to see what it looks like, because I legitimately have had it for probably like 5 years at this point. Alright, that one is done, and the structure on this piece is just crazy. Check that out. That is so cool. Just completely suspended in chalcedony. You can see the grain in some of the pieces in there, but it's mostly chalcedony. And then you got these jasper pockets down here, but wait. There's more. Look at the perfectly like hexagonal pockets up here. They're even banded and everything. Like, that's just crazy. The structure is insane. And I always make sure I cut some really thin so that I can send to Ozone Fine Arts so she can look at them under her microscope. I've got a care package getting built up to send to her. Yeah, see, look at all the... They're all like perfect hexagons. That is so cool. I have no explanation for that. Well, I'm glad I held on to this thing for as long as I did, because I'd say the wait was worth it. That is so cool. Well, I am eager to send this super thin one over to her so she can look at it under the microscope, because I bet it's going to be awesome. And I'm probably not going to cut the rest of this. I'm probably going to leave it the way it is, just so I have it as a specimen, because that is bizarre. Alright, that one was a win for sure. There we go. Get way closer with this lens. Look at that! Those inclusions are just insane. I have no explanation. They're like all perfect hexagons. That's just wild. If you just saw this picture right here, you'd never guess that that's actually a piece of wood. Like, what? That's insane. I absolutely love this thing. Okay, so I think we're gonna do this jasper next, and I don't know how I want to load it up. I'm gonna try to load it this way. Cut it down this way, because it looks like the pocket centralized in this range right here, so as we get further in there, they should just keep getting better and better. I don't know, we'll find out. Okay, so the way I was trying to cut it, it kind of just kept falling apart. There were some big fractures running up through it, so yeah, they just kept breaking apart. So I rotated it 90 degrees and cut again, and that gave us a much nicer result. So we got one big slab running all the way up. Really different. I love it. Filled with druzy. I need to clean them out still, but druzy pockets. And then 2 not so small heels, which I'm actually fairly happy about. One, and then this is the other one. That is so cool. But couldn't cut it the way I wanted to, but I'd say we still got a good result out of it. I think next we're gonna do this agate with the bubbly pocket on the inside. It's super clear, but I also see some moss in there. There's probably gonna be some banding around this pocket right here, so I think I'm gonna cut it this way. We'll see what that yields us. I don't know. It's always weird when you have pieces like this. It's kind of just guesswork, really. Well, I don't know what I was expecting for that one. Definitely wasn't this, though. That is so cool. There's some great reds and yellows and oranges in there. And some good moss. And like that plumey stuff, that's awesome. Not even remotely what I was expecting. Unfortunately, there was a big fissure right by the bot, so a lot of the slabs broke, but that is so pretty. Totally not at all what I was expecting from that one. Thought it was going to be way more clear than that. Here's the cutoff. That's so cool. Look how dark that little pocket right there is. I may actually glue this one to a board and cut more of it. I wasn't sure if it was going to be very worthwhile, but yeah, I think that's worth coming back and getting more slabs off of. That is so cool. How different. Alright, so now we're going to do this one right here. This big chunk of agatized wood. I have no idea how to load this thing. Probably try to cut it this way. It's just such an odd shape. It's pretty much going to have to just be however the clamp wants to behave with it. I'm thinking this way though. Right here, work our way this way. Alright, that one is done. And it came out real nice. Really good color in there and really fine grain. Yeah, that is quite a good one. I love all the texture down here. It's so different. I love it. Does it glow? It does glow. Always makes me happy to see. Yeah, that one came out super nice. Fortunately, just because of the way it was shaped, I didn't cut too deep onto it, but still got some good slabs that we can use. Shut up, phone. Alright, so next we're gonna do our last of the jaspers, which is actually a very nice plume, which I am very excited to see inside of. This one we found, I think it was a hunt during the summer that I posted during the winter. So it's somewhat recently, but yeah, this is gonna be super nice. I kind of want to cut it this way, but I guess it kind of just depends on how it wants to load, so let's go load it up and find out what we're gonna get. Okay, that one is done, and oh my goodness, it came out so freaking nice. Look at that. Oh, I'm so happy about that one. I knew that was gonna be nice the moment I found it. There's just so much going on in there. I'll swap to my phone so I can get a little closer on this one, but oh my goodness. Absolutely stunning. I didn't have a great hold on it, so I was only able to get a few slabs, which means we have quite a bit of that rock left, which makes me happy because I can come back and cut it later if I want to. Look at the green in there. Oh, that's so freaking cool. All right, one sec. I'll get closer on my phone. Look at how pretty that is. There's just so much chalcedony in there. I'm trying to get my dang phone to behave. Oh, it's so pretty. Yeah, that's gonna make some absolutely wonderful cabs. Heck yes, I can be very happy with that one. Other side. Oh yeah, there's some great color in there. Dang, I dang near need a macro lens to actually get close enough on this thing. The detail is just minute. It's so pretty. We have 3 rocks left. We have 2 agates and then this honkin' agatized wood. So we're gonna do this agate next, I think. And I am not sure what we're gonna find on the inside. It's got a huge druzy pocket that goes super deep. So that's gonna be cool to have on all the slabs. Unfortunately, it's probably going to affect the stability a little bit, but I don't know. I genuinely don't know what to expect from these slabs. I'm sure we'll get some of that wispy, plumy stuff, just because I see a lot of that on the outside. But there should be some banding. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I've had this agate for a long time, so I'm kind of excited to see what's inside of it. And it's different. I like it. There's not a whole lot of really defined banding. There's some really good moss in there, and there's that weird thick white band that I'll show closer in another slab, but it's different. I enjoy it. There's also nice druzy pockets in every single slab, which makes me happy. Yeah, look at how weird that is. That just solid white band right next to the clear chalcedony. I love it. I need to clean that out still. That's the part of the vug that I couldn't reach. So it's still filled with sediment that I need to clean out, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Really different. I enjoy it quite a bit. And then here is the rest of the rock. Look at that pocket. That pocket is just wild. I love it. Alrighty, 2 more to go. So let's go load this one up. And I think I'm gonna try to cut it this way, but I guess we'll just see how the clamp wants to behave. I wouldn't be opposed to cutting it this way either, so I don't know. I'll load it in and see how it wants to cut. Okay, that one is done. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to get too many slabs just because of the shape of the rock, but we are like 1000% coming back to cut the rest of that. That is so freaking nice. They just look like petrified wood, but that is so very, very silicified. Cut this one a little thicker just in case I wanted to make some cabs at some point, but cut one of the slabs a little bit thinner. Look at this. Look at the glow. Oh my gosh, it's so nice. That is so freaking pretty. So yeah, I definitely am gonna come back to cut the rest of this at some point. All right, we're down to our last rock, which is this, which was our first chunk of the year. And I'm gonna try to cut it this way, because whenever I see quartz like that, it is very encouraging. But this is also a fairly large rock with some fairly defined banding, so I'm hoping for the I word. I believe there's a good chance of at least a little bit of the I word, but I also wouldn't be upset. This is going to be nice either way. So let's go let it in and see what we get. Alrighty, and the last one is done. No, we did not get iris, but I don't even care. This thing is gorgeous. May not look like a whole lot on the ends, or the end cut, you know, the actual rock itself. There's still quite a bit of it left, but man, you look at these slabs, these are amazing. Check this out. Bands, quartz seams, moss, dendrite, color variation. There's some turtlebacks. Like, yeah, I'm just happy. This is one of those cases where I was hoping for iris, and I don't even care that there isn't, because that is just a gorgeous agate. There's just some fantastic turtlebacks going on in here. Unfortunately, I don't know if my camera's going to show it very well. Oh, that's so pretty. Just gorgeous. Yeah, I can be happy with that one. May not be the iris I was expecting, but yeah, that's anything but a dud. That is so pretty. Alrighty guys, well I think that's gonna do it for this one. Yeah, I don't think there was a dud in the mix. They were all extremely nice. I was expecting the agates to be the stars of the show, and this one still might be. Honestly, it might still be my favorite of the day, but man, I don't know. There was something about those pieces of petrified wood today. These things are crazy, especially this one. I cannot believe the, like, perfect hexagonal inclusions in this thing. It's just nuts. I'm also really glad I remembered to add this to the pile, because this was an extremely nice plume, and I almost forgot to include it in with this batch. When this video comes out, I will very likely not be in Montana because we are driving to Florida. Yes, I said driving. From Montana to Florida, and I'm very, very excited. But yeah, guys, I think that's going to do it for this one. I hope you all enjoyed, and I'll see you next time.